of since time immemorial.
How does someone steal a pasture, anyway?
Like a prick, that's how. Behind Takov, there's this strip of land leading toward the pond. It's supposed to belong to us, for grazing. There's an old tree there, and everything between the tree and the woods is ours. I was there when it was decided. I was about your age then, and I got a good beating under that tree, so I remember. And you can bet your ass I remember.
But how did they steal it from you?
Because they don't believe me. Those treacherous bastards. They lie about it wherever they can, saying the deal was different. And it was a different tree near the forest.
Can anything be done about it? Can't you make some kind of agreement?
Well, we meet there every year. I tell them how we did, while they just spew their usual lies. So we kick each other's arses, and everything just stays the way it is. A while back, we fought for a right to use at least half of it. But because I grazed my cattle there, I had to pay those bastards for using their half as well. But that's not fair. All of it is supposed to be ours by law, for fuck's sake.
Oy, that's a tricky situation.
Tricky my ass. They're greedy liars. Simple as that.
They beat you up under the tree? Why would they do that?
You bet they did. That's just how it's done, obviously. When we agree on something like this, we take a young lad and give him a good pummeling, so that he'll remember in case the others forget. And we pick a young boy because he has a good memory and, God willing, still has many years in front of him. It makes sense?
Aye, you're right. I remember we used to do the same back where I'm from. Did you take your pasture dispute to Lord Bombergov?
Of course we did. He asked the Thrusk of its bailiff to resolve it, and he said we should sort it out amongst ourselves. And that if he heard about it ever again, he'll have both me and Project flogged. So that's that.
Why do they look down on you?
Commoners here have all sorts of obligations to the nobility and have to pay a tax.
Of course. That makes sense.
Aye, but Takov has all its obligations in Grossen. They just pay up and that's it. But the nobles won't allow the same for Yayov. Besides Grossen, the others have to give them pigs, chickens, hay and the like, or go and serve. That's why them Takovites look down on us. They think they're better than us.
Right you are. Those Tacobites are a bunch of stuck-up idiots.
Exactly. See? Even an outsider can tell.
Someone gave you a good working over. Are you all right?
This? It's nothing. But thanks for asking.
He complained to the bailiff, saying the oak's dangerous and has to go.
Were you at the last mass? I didn't see you there.
Just as well. I fell asleep during the sermon.
I'm not surprised. The sermons have been all...
Are you all right? You look like someone gave you a thrashing.
Has something happened?
My daughter, Pavlena. Remember her? She was here when I was healing you two.
I remember. What's wrong with her?
She's missing. It's not like her to be wandering around like that. She goes to Troskovitz to sell baskets, but she knows I can't manage on my own, so she never stays away for long. These old eyes of mine can't see nothing much. Pavlena has to take care of me. She's a good girl, that lass of mine. I'm very worried about her. You understand? What if something's happened to her? God forbid. I can't look for her myself, but you could. I know I'm asking a lot of you, but I've no one else to turn to.
Do you think anyone might want to hurt Pavlena?
These are evil times, Henry. I dread to think what could happen to a young girl alone on the road. And besides, the folk in Troskovitz ain't too fond of us.
What have the Troskovitz people got against you? Did something happen?
I'd rather not talk about it, Henry. I wouldn't want you to get the wrong impression about us.
You live completely alone in the middle of the woods. Don't you think I've already got a bad enough impression of you?
And where else would we live, you genius, when we're not wanted? Don't go digging up old wrongs, Henry. And don't insult us.
Where exactly was Pavlena going?
To Troskovitz. She was taking wicker baskets she'd made. She sells them there and uses the coin to buy what we need. Sometimes it takes her a while, but this time she said she'd be right back. I have a bad feeling about this.
Did it occur to you she might have run off? She's a young girl and pretty. What kind of life does she have here in the woods? Maybe she wanted to live a little.
You don't know Pavlena. She's not like that. If she wanted to live a little, she'd tell me straight out. She doesn't keep things from me. Don't imagine I keep her here against her will, or that I don't know what it means to be young.
Pavlena is young and, well, no offence, but you seem a little old to be her mother. Is she really your daughter?
She is. Not by birth, but that doesn't change anything. Her mother died in childbirth, and there was no one but me to take care of her.
And who was Pavlena's birth mother?
A girl from the charcoal burners. They left the county, and I think she had no one else. I buried her myself. No one came for her.
And do you know anything about Pavlena's father?
I don't know who he was. Pavlena's mother was very young, and the fella surely abandoned her when her belly grew. She never told me nothing about him.
Well, as a midwife, I'm sure you've seen it often that the mother doesn't survive childbirth.
All too often, lad. But that's the lot of women. Or is it any different where you're from?
No, it's not. True enough.
See then? Now, can we just keep our minds on Pavlena?
All right, good wife. I'll try to find Pavlena for you.
Thank you, Henry. Like I said, she was heading for Troskovitz. You should start looking there.
All right. I'll ask around there for her.
And maybe you could look in her room in the loft. My old legs ain't up to climbing stairs, but you might find some clues there.
So, Pavlena, what have you left for me? Like she got up and went straight out. Clothes. If she planned to run away, she'd have taken them with her. She's got unfinished work here. Hey, this is a boy's cap. Does Pavlena wear it? Or did someone leave it here? I had a look in Pavlena's place in the loft.
And? Did you find anything?
She didn't pack up her stuff. I don't think she was planning to be gone for long.
I told you, didn't I? Pavlena wouldn't run off.
I found a cap there. A man's cap. I don't suppose Pavlena would wear something like that.
You're saying she had some young man here? I'd surely have noticed.
I don't know, good wife. I'm just saying what I found.
Could she have found herself a beau in Troskovitz?
She's got unfinished work there. She weaves baskets.
Aye, she usually has a few on the go. But she took them to the market in Troskovitz. We've got nothing here but what we make ourselves, or find in the woods. Pavlena weaves baskets very nicely. Folk buy them from her. It was good to see you, my friend.
What the fuck is this supposed to...
Hey, lad. What do you want? Come here.
What do you want?
Just to wish you a good day. Good to see you, lad.
Really? It seems to me I'm in your way.
Ha!
Not at all. That poor fella didn't have anything interesting on him. But you might.
You don't look like a match for me. I bet your bark is worse than your bite.
Ha! Take care, lad. I was already slitting throats while you were still sucking on your ma's tits.
Only cowards slit throats. How about a proper fight? Do you have the guts for it?
You don't look like you know how to wield a sword.
Oh, but I do. And this is your final warning.
When I'm finished with you, you'll be begging me to finish you off. Pray for a quick death, you bastard!
Dead and robbed of everything, just like Capon left him. And there's no trace of Mutt. There's something lying over there. I hope it's not Mutt. Oh, a nice bit of venison. And something took a good bite of it. Could Mutt have been here? Mutt's nowhere around. Someone must have taken him in. It's not far to the herb-woman's place. Maybe I should ask her whether she's seen him.
Jesus Christ be praised.
Have you seen a stray dog around? I thought he was dead, but he's likely still alive.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen any dogs around.
Oh, Sakra. Do you have any idea where else he might have gone?
If I were a dog, I'd go to where there's food. There are plenty of fishermen around the pond, and they're always throwing out leftovers at the tavern.
Do you think he'd go and steal leftover food?
I don't know much about dogs. He could have run into the woods and started hunting. He wouldn't be the first or the last. There's a whole pack of wolves near Samine these days. Maybe your dog's gone feral and is running around with them.
Thanks.
It was good to see you, my friend.
gentle night.
Why linger?
Greetings. What brings you here so early?
My dog got lost not far from here. Did you see him by any chance?
I haven't seen any dogs round here for a while, but I hear there's wolves in the forest causing problems. Just the other day, a shepherd boy from Copenina complained that his sheep were being eaten by the flea-ridden beasts.
Where can I find this shepherd?
Siegfried? He has a hut at Copenina. It's just below the castle, on the back slope of the hill.
And you haven't heard anything else about wild dogs?
Here, in the tavern? No. But there was a fella here who gets by doing a bit of poaching. He said once he was hunting when, right in front of him, a large pack attacked a deer. A mix of wolves and dogs, he said. That's not something you see every day.
Do you know where that was?
How would I know where he goes hunting? But I'd say it was in the forest.
Ugliest woman looked good.
All right now.
Are you still staring? Are you trying to piss me off? Fuck off before I kill you. What are you doing back there?
Right, I'm getting...
Stop gaping like a stuffed owl and piss off.
Get out of here.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson, arsehole. Hey, fuck that.
I've been waiting for you.
Show your stuff.
Ah, my head. Hey, fuck that.
Show what you're made of.
Show your stuff.
I've been waiting for you.
Mercy. Spare me. You fucker! This property belongs to someone else. What? This property belongs to someone else. You won't find any mushrooms growing here, so you can go now.
So this is where the merchant's wagon tipped over. Everything floating here must be his. Poor fella. Bloody deep.
bless.
You're in for an arse kicking, you piece of shit. My God, it's a slaughterhouse. Christ, I'm hit. What do you want?
Greetings.
My dog.
I haven't just
Working.
see. Here, he said.
Do you know what?
Hail.
What the? Getting you, aren't you?
I've been waiting for you.
Now that's what I call an opener.
Show your stuff.
Hell. Wanker! You're no match for us, fucker!
Once more and
Greetings, dear.
it appalls me to even utter the. What can I do?
My dog.
I haven't just
Working.
see. Here, he said.
Do you know what?
It's about getting to the point.
torso!
Kurva! I'm wounded!
Show what you're made of.
You're dead!
Can't get a shot in.
I'll rip your arse open!
Aim like this, damn it.
Do it!
Enough!
So this is where the merchant's wagon tipped over. Everything floating here must be his. Poor fella.
water sprite been up to his mischief again?
You could say that. They found... Hey, you there!
To hell with you.
Hey, get him! Show your stuff!
Come on, then.
Well, we did it.
Now I'll show you.
This has been going on too long.
He's through that.
Hear that? That's your death toll. I surrender! I surrender! Let me live.
Give me everything you have, and I'll let you go.
All right, easy now. Just let me go, and I'll give you everything. You promise? Fucking fuck you!
Good day to you. What are you here for today?
What do you have for sale?
You're a bit picky, aren't you?
Greetings, my friend. Since you're always walking around the ponds here, did you notice a stray dog wandering about?
What? A dog? Do you think he came here to poach fish? Now, sheep? Well, that would be another story.
And why did you specifically mention sheep?
A while back, I heard Siegfried the shepherd complaining about them. Or about the gamekeeper. Or both. Why didn't you go and ask him yourself?
Where will I find that shepherd?
Siegfried? He lives with his sheep not far from here. On the other side of the water, up on the hill, towards the castle.
Thanks. I'll try and ask him. Otherwise, you haven't heard any talk of stray dogs around here, have you?
No, if it doesn't have fins and scales, I'm not interested in it. Though one night I was way down on the southern end of Rock Tower Pond, the big one, of a spot there where I catch catfish. Well, I'm fishing, and all of a sudden I hear howling. Not just any old howling, mind you. There must have been at least 50 of them howling in the woods. A noise like an avalanche. I ran straight home and haven't been back there since.
Such a large pack.
Farewell, my friend.